This is TWiT.
So Nintendo on the iPad, anyone? Anyone? So there was some big news this week. Nintendo's going to
I'm excited.
Finally having mobile games.
We've been waiting for this. Nintendo still, for the longest time, said no. Nope, Mario will be on Nintendo and Nintendo only. Sega has done huge land office business with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. It's selling them on iPads. And finally, I think Nintendo said, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're leaving money on the table. So if you've been wanting to play those great Nintendo games, the Mario games, apparently they're gonna do them in-house, right?
No, they have it's a company called DNA. DNA.
Oh, okay.
They've partnered with.
So they're going to do probably ports, what we call ports. Yeah.
And they've specifically said they're not porting the games. They're very specific. Now, I have to be honest, Nintendo is not my thing. It was like it skipped.
Me too. I was a Sega person.
Yes, I wasn't. I don't know, but it's not my thing. But I did talk to Chelsea Stark from Mashable on
and she's
TN2,
really into it.
And so she's the one that gave me the scoop. Don't say they're porting them over. That's not.
It's
accurate.
not a port.
Yes.
So port, you take the original code and you modify it so it will run on different hardware.
Right.
That means the game would be identical, at least nearly identical.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to, when I look at the Sonic the Hedgehog games, those feel like ports. They're pretty darn close to the original.
Mm-hmm.
She says not a port.
No, not exactly. And they're not going to give away the console gaming either. That's still going to be a big part of what they're doing. And this is going to be.
But you have to acknowledge there's a reason they're doing this. The console sales have plummeted.
Right. But they don't want to, say
make
the
it
console
any
is going away.
Right.
But it is. I mean, it is interesting for some people who have waited. There's also like a licensing thing with it. They were holding on very tightly to, their characters.
It's worth
their Mario.
Mario's worth a lot of money.
Their Pokemon.
Yeah.
But it is interesting because I think there hasn't been like an outbreak, a breakout star for mobile games really. So I think that's what maybe why they didn't. Yeah.
DNA will make new games using the old characters. Is that the idea?
I think they're
partnered with DNA to make new games for smart devices. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting idea. So if you want to play Mario Kart 8, you still would have to get a Wii U. Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to play Mario Kart iPad, you'd get an iPad.
Or Candy Crush Mario.
Candy Crush
Pokemon.
Mario.
Candy Crush, you heard it here first. Candy Crush Mario.
I'd
Pokemon.
play that.